Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to present you the book on Thoughts of Periyar compiled by Dr. K. Veeramani. Why should religion be abolished? Religion has rendered human life tragic, suppressed rationalism which of all living creatures human beings alone possess, and has damaged the sense of social unity so much as to make every man think that he belongs to a separate community. The dominance of religion over our lives has always been great, and eminent leaders have admitted it. The lionized national stalwarts, the Ali brothers, declares, "We hate primarily Muslims and only secondarily Indians." The world-renowned hero Mahatma Gandhi says emphatically, "I am the embodiment of the Hindu religion. I live only for Hinduism, and I am striving for independence only to safeguard Hinduism. In other words, the Hindu religion is everything for me." Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, who is known as a very senior congressman and spotless patriot, unequaled in sacrificing everything for the nation, speaks with total commitment. "My first duty is to safeguard my religion and my community." What other illustrations should I give to show the dominance of religion over the lives of people? Even the great patriots, who can be considered to have sacrificed everything for the sake of the nation, say that at the core of their national and other activities there is a deep devotion to their religion, and their chief aim is to safeguard the principles of their respective religions. If this is the condition of the great men, what are we to say about the attitude of the ordinary people who know nothing but their religion? For the failure of the Round Table Conference, for the absence of cooperation and unity among the people in getting our political status improved, for the Hindus and Muslims distrusting each other and asking for separate electoral wards, for the destiny between the Congress and the Muslim League, for the untouchables asking for a separate electoral ward and separate representation in the common pool, for the division of society into upper and lower classes and untouchables, for all these evils are undesirable developments, religion has been and is responsible. Can anybody refute or question this? Religions are said to be chief obstacles to the enactment of proper laws and the execution of government statutes for the reform and improvement of society. Such religions are not one or two, but are countless, and they create different kinds of gods, different higher worlds, heaven and hells, and they attribute different qualities to their gods, invent special geographies for their higher worlds, give special descriptions of their heaven and hell, and thus influence the mind of people. Do not intelligent and wise people know these facts? Some persons calling themselves priests, mullahs, tambirans, Shankaracharyas, Jeers, and Swamijis waste a good lot of the world's wealth and intoxicate the minds of people with some religious doctrines. Those who think about these matters emphatically cannot fail to understand how unwise these are. Before going into further details about these, I wish to explain to the readers the various interpretations given to the term religion by them, but I oppose such interpretations. If it is said that the rules and regulations for human life constitute religion, if a claim is made that religion regulates the character and conduct of people, and if someone says that it is religion that differentiates human beings from other living creatures, I won't wish to oppose religion. But I cannot but oppose religion when some dogmatic and aggressive attitudes like the following are taken. Religion is concerned not within the physical existence of man but with his soul. Religion considers worldly life with its joys and sorrows a worthless trifle, and it is chiefly concerned with life in the higher world. Religion explains the relationship between man and God, and religion has nothing to do with the five senses of man and is concerned with the spirit or soul beyond human perception. It is generally said that religion ignores worldly life with its joys and sorrows and enables man to reach the holy feet of God and attain salvation. I said earlier that I won't oppose the first set of these claims made on behalf of religion. Now I think those claims also don't make much sense. Thank you.
Please download Samaram multi-channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store, and subscribe to the channels. For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon.